Hello and welcome to Yesterday's Airlines. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at one of the most unusual aircraft ever made in 400 scale. A one-off unique aircraft, the sort that you would never expect to get made at all as a model. But comes along Patriot Models and they are all for these weird and wacky and unusual aircraft. So we're going to be getting in and looking at that model in this video. Now, Patriot Models, if you haven't already heard of them, are a relatively young brand from China that are doing some really unusual things with their models. They focus on experimental aircraft, test beds and prototypes. And they've produced a really interesting range of models by taking models from brands like Panda, HX Models and Aeroclastics and then taking them to their factory and then adding on and making differences. And they're featured a few times here at the YouTube channel. As you can see, I've got 5 existing videos in the playlist for Patriot Models, so check out those videos if you haven't seen those already, because they're really good and they've got some really awesome and interesting models. Now, before we get into checking out this particular model, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel here on YouTube. Really appreciate everyone who is doing so. Thank you very much for watching. And also check out Northeast Diecast, the sponsor of this video. This is where I actually purchased this model from. It wasn't a model I was planning on even buying, but then I saw it at Northeast Diecast because they are getting more and more brand new models in stock, and I thought, hey, why not? The price was pretty good. As you can see, they've still got it in stock along with a couple of other Patriot releases, and $79.99 is actually a really good price for this model, because Patriot models do tend to retail a little bit higher because you're getting a very premium product. But of course, it isn't $79.99 when you use the code Yesterday's Airlines 15, because you'll get 15% off your order, which is a really big sum. I can't remember how much that is. It's like nearly 10 bucks, isn't it? Maybe a bit more than 10 bucks off that price. So use the code Yesterday's Airlines 15, check out Northeast Diecast, but let's get on and look at the model. Now, actually, I realise I haven't actually talked about the model that we're actually going to be looking at in this video. It is the Boeing 767-200 prototype, modified as the Airborne Optical Adjunct, the AOA. And this was a United States Army program under a contract signed with Strategic Air Command in 1984. And the idea was to evaluate the feasibility of using airborne optical sensors to detect and track incoming intercontinental ballistic missiles. So it's a tracking program, and the aircraft first flew in 1987. And as you can see, it was a heavily modified version of the 767-200 prototype that was used for this, and we'll talk a bit about the actual details of those modifications when we're looking at the model in just a second. So here is the box. It's a really attractive packaging. Now, if you haven't got any Patriot Models releases up to this point, then they are really premium. They come in these really nice heavy card boxes with magnetic flip top opening. You can see it's got a really nice sheen to the box itself and the images on it, and the custom artwork which has been made for the actual model itself is really nice. It's a really premium feel, and that's part of the reason that Patriot Models are more expensive, but also because the models tend to be quite heavily modified as well. And you also get these extra gifts with the model as well, which includes this really nice patch for the Airborne Optical Adjunct program. So that's quite a nice concept and gives it a really, you know, that really premium feel. As I say, we also get the card. Now, you always get a card with the Patriot Models because he has somebody who makes the artwork. Get this out of the envelope. He has someone who makes specific artwork for each of the model releases, so you get the postcard of that artwork, which usually features on the box as well. And here we have it, a picture of the AOA with a rocket behind. Looks really nice, and again, just adds that little bit extra to the model and the entire package. You always feel that these Patriot Models will make amazing gifts for someone who really cared about model aircraft. But that's by the by. Don't tend to give away my models. Also, you have a stand that comes with this. Now, this time it's just the standard plastic stand that you get with most Panda type model releases, not the nicer HX stand, because this is 767 based on the Panda Models 767 mold, which, as you know if you watch my videos, I think is already a spectacular mold and one of the best in 400 scale. So if we just get the aircraft out very carefully, this is actually the very first time I've ever got this model out of the box. This is a true unboxing. I have not got the model out prior to this or looked at it at all, but here you can see fortunately everything is in place and it is looking really good, and you can see the most obvious of the modifications that have been made by Patriot to the Panda mold is this huge cupola or hump which is attached to the roof of the basic aircraft. Quite astounding feature, and that is what housed these infrared and optical sensors that we used to track the ballistic missile systems. You can also see at the rear of the aircraft that you've got these two large ventral fins. Presumably these were added to enable better stability, considering you've just whacked that gigantic cupola on the top of the fuselage. So those are the major changes that were made to the 767 for this AOA program, and you can see that they have really been very nicely done here as add-ons to the Panda 767 mold by Patriot. These fins looking really good. I think that overall the model is looking very good completely, and the add-ons certainly look very accurate and fit what I'm seeing in images of the real aircraft. On that port side you saw that there were some openings, presumably for optical sensors, and on the right side you've got a variety of intakes there as well. We've also got some very specific aerials, not just on the cupola, but you could also see on the rear fuselage of the 767 as well, and really good detailing here of the crest of this AOA program on the side of the 767 as well. So the model, you know, looks crazy. It's even crazier for the front. It's almost like a 767 with a huge Mohican haircut. It looks amazing. It is so unusual and really adds that something unique to your collection, because there's no other model that looks like this. No other aircraft I can think of that bears a resemblance to this AOA 767, which was a one-of-a-kind aircraft just for this specific program. So what we're going to do, as always, is get her up now on to the turntable so you get a better look without my hands in the way. So here she is on the turntable. Now, probably worth talking a little bit about this program that the US Army undertook. So the aircraft first flew on August 21st, 1987, and the program continued through the 1990s and didn't end until 2002, although it was renamed as the Airborne Surveillance Testbed in the 90s. It's a little unclear how successful the program was. I get the feeling that the technology that the aircraft had aboard it was rapidly made obsolete by advances in sensors, and that nowadays you could get the equipment that's in that cupola into a much smaller space. So probably was overtaken somewhat by maturing electronics technology, I get the feeling. The aircraft, after its retirement, was sent to Victorville and was still there around 2005, but has since been scrapped, which is a little bit of a shame considering this is the 767 prototype aircraft. Having said that, obviously it's so heavily modified that it no longer looks very much like the aircraft that started off the entire 767 program. Gotta say, this is a really good looking model. You've got that wonderful base 767 mold from Panda, and in fact, as you're probably aware, V1400 are releasing the 767-200 prototype. Just got to get that model to stores and it should be there in the next month or two, and that will make a great pair with this model. But then Patriot taking those base 767 molds and adding on their own aerials, their own cupola, their own ventral fins really adds that little bit extra, and combining that with that overall package to make a really nice model and another really good product from Patriot, I think. So looking really good. And this isn't the only release that Patriot are making using this mold or these modifications, because, as I say, this aircraft, or the program, was renamed as the Airborne Surveillance Testbed in the 1990s, and the aircraft was repainted in a much more muted and less Boeing-centric livery, which is a little bit blander, to be honest, but has also been made by Patriot. This release that I've got here came to market at the end of last year. The second release of this, wearing the updated scheme, that is just coming to market now, and Patriot has, as you can see, shown off pictures of the model. So that one should be available very soon and pairs up very nicely with this one too. Obviously, I don't think there were any other liveries that the aircraft wore, so I think that'll probably be it for releases of this very specific aircraft. Okay, so that is it for this video. A quick look at this wonderful Airborne Orbital Adjunct Programme 767, a model which I hadn't even thought I was going to acquire, but then I saw it for such a good price and I thought, wow, this looks pretty cool. This will be nice with all my other experimental type aircraft. Patriot Models are producing some really high quality models in 400 scale. They are more expensive than the competition, but the models are generally better, and they come with some really nice extras like the postcard and the nice flip top box stands, and in this case that excellent crest badge as well. So I think Patriot are offering something really good in 400 scale, and they're definitely a brand to keep an eye out for. They do have more standard release models coming in the near future. They've got an Antonov 12 in the works, and hopefully that'll be out in the next month or two. So they are still working on some really interesting and unusual types, because an Antonov 12 in 400 scale, that's pretty special as well. Okay guys, well that's it for this quick video. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed taking a look at this model. It's still available out there in the market, so grab yourself a copy and keep an eye out for more content from Yesterday's Airlines about Patriot Models and other brands in 400 scale, because I'm always trying to keep up to date with what's going on. Thanks very much though. It's goodbye for now. Goodbye.